Hi, I'm Paul Kilgan from GK Tuition, and in this video I want to talk to you about differentiation. Now the question that I've chosen to go through here is 2017 Paper 1 Question 3 Part A. In this question we're asked to differentiate from first principles f of x equals 1/3 x squared minus x plus 3. So I've already worked my way through this question. Every single person watching this video should be trying to get full marks in their Leaving Cert in this question. The key is that your left-hand side is as important as your right-hand side. So I want you to make sure you're clear on your steps. They'll give you f of x. The next thing you want to get is f of x plus h, which essentially just means everywhere there's an x on the first line, I want to sub in x plus h. So you'll notice here, instead of x squared, it's x plus h to be squared. Instead of minus x, it's minus times x plus h. X plus h by x plus h gives me x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. And when I multiply this out, I get minus x minus h. So simplified fully, my f of x plus h, all I've done in this line is multiply 1/3 by the first three terms. My next step now is I want to get f of x plus h minus f of x. So in the next line, I'm subtracting f of x. So instead of a 1/3 x squared, I've got a minus 1/3 x squared. Instead of a minus x, I've got a plus x. And instead of a plus 3, I've got a minus 3. So when I add these two lines together, my x squareds cancel, my minus x plus x will cancel, my plus 3 minus 3 will cancel. Which means when I take down what I'm left with, f of x plus h minus f of x is 2hx over 3 plus h squared over 3 minus h. My next step now is to get all of what I have and divide it by h. In other words, I'm going to take each term and I'm going to divide it by h. 2hx over 3 divided by h is just 2x over 3. H squared over 3 divided by h is just h over 3, and minus h divided by h is minus 1. And my very last line is to get the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So I'm saying that h is approaching 0. I'm not saying it's equal to 0, but I'm saying it's getting so small, it's approaching 0. It's getting closer and closer to 0. It's so small that it's negligible, which means that I can treat the h as if it is a 0. So clearly the middle term, if h was a 0, the middle term will cancel out. And I'm just left with 2/3 x minus 1. So my final answer in this case is this line. Again, I just want to stress, make sure you're writing down your left-hand side and your right-hand side. So I hope this video made sense. If there's anything you're unsure of, then just let me know in class or send me an email and I'll try and explain it a little bit differently.